Thank you. I am Musthafa PC, CEO of a company called ID Fresh. We make world's best food, idlis. Can you guess the number of idlis we Bangaloreans eat every day? Any gut? Six what? Total number of idlis? 5 lakhs. More. Sounds like a crore, right? It's a bit more than a crore idli is what we eat every day. If you weigh this idlis, it will weigh more than 100 Asian elephants. That's what we Bangaloreans eat every day. And that's a fact. In the next 15 minutes, I'll share 3 stories with you. These are the real life stories from my life. These are the stories we learned during our journey of building a 1,000 crore brand. The first story is about the opportunity cost of not doing the right thing at the right time. About my childhood, I was born in a very remote village. My dad was a coolie worker. There was no electricity in my village. There were no roads in my village. The nearest school, we had to walk 6 kilometers daily for my schooling. 3-time meal was a dream in my life, and breakfast was a luxury. I was very poor in my studies. I was a school dropout. I later went back to school and became a school topper. I then ended up doing my engineering in computer science from NIT Calicut by chance. And then ended up doing my MBA from IIM Bangalore by choice. I was given a campus offer from a company called Manhattan Associates in Bangalore. After seeing my offer letter, my dad felt they made a mistake, added an extra 0 in the offer letter, because my monthly salary offer was more than his lifetime saving. And after seeing the real first month salary, he cried. My dad was finding it extremely difficult to meet both ends. I ended up doing coolie job with him at the age of 10. Life went on. I started my first venture again at the age of 10. It was a makeshift kirana store in my village during my summer holidays. And that used to be my first profitable venture. My next business was in my early 20s. I was a techie. I did spend my time working as a software engineer with various MNCs in India, Europe, and Middle East. From a techie background, tried to do something in technology field. I started the online used car showroom along with a friend of mine based out of Middle East. It was a super hit during the initial days, but we lost the focus and we had to shut it down in 3 years. In my early 20s, again, I had this weird idea of creating an app or a product, technology product, to chat, talk, share videos with my friends and families back home, because ISD calls were very expensive from Middle East at that time. I had the prototype ready. Probably the failure from the previous attempt, I didn't venture into it. Around 4 years back, I happened to download a product on my mobile phone, which had almost all features that I had envisaged at that time. The product was green in color. And around 2 years back, I read an article that a blue-colored app has taken over this green-colored app at a whopping 2 lakh crore rupees. And that's my opportunity cost of not doing the right thing at the right time. So my first message was, don't lose your 2 lakh crore. Let me share my second story, the story of ID. Again, I was a techie working with Intel in Bangalore. During my MBA days, I used to chat with my cousins, who used to be my childhood friends as well, to do something different in my life. One of the main reasons for me to come back to India was to create employment for smart kids in my village. So many ideas popped up. One day, one of my cousins mentioned about this idli dosa batter vendor. He used to supply idli dosa batter in a plain pouch with a rubber band on top of it. It had all sort of issues that a food product could get into. It had regular quality complaints, service issues, and cockroaches as well sometimes. My cousins tried to fix the issue with the vendor multiple times. Didn't work out. So finally we thought of fixing it ourselves. That's how idea was born. We started in a small kitchen, 50 square feet kitchen, with an investment of less than 50K. And today we are a fresh food brand worth 1,000 crore in the market. We started with 10 idlis. And today we sell more than 50,000 kg of idli dosa batter every single day. Starting with 200 idlis, our customers use idli batter, the batter made of ID, to cook more than 1 million idli every single day. And that translates to more than 35 crores of idli in a year, which translates to more than 3,000 Asian elephants in a year. We started with 4 employees, and we are a team of 1,500 plus today. Starting in Tippasandra, we are present in 16 cities today with 12 products. What worked well for us? We have the right mix of people. I'm not going to give you a GAN. We have the right mix of people. We started it as a family business, but we were smart enough to quickly scale it up to a professional company without losing the spirit of entrepreneurship. So we transitioned the co-founders into more of entrepreneurial tasks and brought in experts from the market to run business as usual and scale it up. That really worked for us. The product was very key for us. It will be key for everyone, any product company. But let me share a story with you. We made idli dosa batter. We didn't make idli. A homemaker won't feed idli bought from outside to her family on a daily basis. We sell idli batter. She picks up a pack of idli batter from the market, lands the product in the kitchen, not on the dining table. She makes the idli and serve it to a family hot. If the idli comes out well, she gets the credit. But if for some reason idli is hard, blame goes to me, the brand ID. So the product selection is very important. Don't over-engineer. Do batter, not idli. It was extremely important for us to set the distribution right. It was extremely important for us to get the distribution right. So we did set up our own distribution network. Today we cover more than 20,000 stores every single day with 320 fleets of our own. Because to maintain the product quality throughout supply chain, it was extremely important for us to do our own distribution. 4 years back, we were a 10 crore business per year. I went to SAP to implement SAP in ID. They literally laughed at it. But I was pretty clear, to build a 1,000 crore business, we need a proper platform. So we invested early, the right time in the technology. And we coming from technology background, probably that helped. Branding and packaging really worked for us. In the so-called the marketing, which everyone would talk about advertisements, we actually spent 0 paisa in marketing in the first 8 years. We started spending money on marketing, the so-called marketing, in the last 2 years. The only investment in the marketing for the first 8 years was the right product, the right packaging, right service, right merchandise. According to me, if you have done that, half of your marketing is done. And that's the cheapest form of marketing. Get the right product, right packaging, right service. So then we went on, we got funding from Helion 2 years back. They funded 35 crores for us to scale it up. And this year, Premji has invested 150 crore in ID. We are in the process of building a unicorn out of food business, fresh food for India, from India. Now, the biggest challenge for me is my third story. The biggest challenge that any packed food companies go through is the trust factor. How many of you believe a product, packed food, is healthy? We heard someone talking about Patanjali stories, right? Any packed food is considered as unhealthy. Story was no different for me. Our products are 100% natural. We do not add any chemicals. We do not add any preservatives in the food. No additives, nothing. That we use natural ingredients, follow natural process, follow natural fermentation, and we get the natural product. But then, consumers don't buy our products for that purpose. Consumers buy ID because it is convenient for them. Consumers don't trust the underlying principles of ID. And that's a common issue for any food brand. We tried multiple options to break the barrier. Didn't work out. So finally, we tried something different. And my third story is about trusting the customers. So we were trying to get trust from our customers. And they were not trusting us. So we thought, can we trust them so that they will in turn trusting us? So we did an experiment. We did set up 40 shops, unmanned shops, in apartment complexes. And these shops had all ID products in a chiller. There was no camera, there was no salesperson, there was no technology, there was no vending machine. There was a money box kept next to it. Customers were expected to open the chiller, take the batter or paratas, chapatis out, drop the money in the money box kept next to it, walk away. When we discussed the idea with apartment associations, and most of the apartment associations, the secretaries and presidents would be the army veterans. They literally just laughed at me, said, "Bacha, you in India? Are you coming from US now?" But then we were confident. We want to give it a try. My last story is to share the experience of my trust shops. So we did set up 40 such trust shops in 40 apartments. Customers were surprised. They've never seen that happening. And the end result is we got more than 90% collection on MRP basis, which means it was more profitable to me than a retail business. And my per store revenue was more than a retail business, because it took me around 6 months to sell 5 kg of batter in a normal retail store. This store, from month 1 onwards, we were selling around 9 packets of idli dosa batter. So this was better revenue, better profitability. Last year, this idea was rated as the best food marketing idea in India. Now, I'll show you a quick video which really went viral. Can you play that for me, please?
Trusting strangers was never easy for me. But day I learned that the world can be a better place. We only need to trust each other.
Thank you. To conclude, it's a mere coincidence that breakfast was a luxury during our childhood days. Today, we serve breakfast to a million people every single day. Quality of idea doesn't matter. If you have conviction in it, and if you see that opportunity, go ahead with it. People won't believe in it. People would laugh at it initially. And finally, trust your customers so that they will trust you. Just to summarize, happens in India, only in India. Keep eating more idlis every day. Jai Hind. Thank you.